Well. Let's do a new story. So these are like... the tutorial, I suppose. Yeah, this is a tutorial. The Age of Ulstryx. A 3-chapter story that is geared towards new players. Face off against the implacable Gorgon leader, Ulstryx. Alright. Main enemy is the Gorgons. Difficulty. Keep that like that. Standard difficulty. Carved in stone. One save file only. Every decision is permanent. No retrying after the game over. I mean, do we do it? I feel like these kind of games are better if you like permadeath, Iron Man mode, yeah. Additional mods, that's fine. Map seed. Okay, we need to make a seed. Oh, I can only use numbers. Alright. Actually, I have a good number. Alright, my party is a future warrior, Numbloth, Mulbarn, the future hunter, it's a poetical peacemaker, compassionate romantic, and a future mystic, Snarky and Greedwagon. I don't like those things. I'm just gonna reroll a little bit and see what happens. So I always have a warrior, a hunter, and a mystic. Okay. That's fair enough. I'm gonna reroll until I see like a look that works for me. That is Shaggy. Okay. I like the Mystic. I'm gonna reroll them individually, okay? A compassionate hothead. You're in, Nixa. And then we need a warrior. We need like somebody to strike fear into the enemy. No. Oh man, the Shaggy. I have the same beard though. No, we need someone else. Perfect. Onlop. An aloof peacemaker. Alright, let's begin. It takes just a bit of time to put all this together. This book. Cover sheet. Oh my god. Okay. This book. I see. What's happening? There's room in it for another story. It's cold. I'm stuck here. That's something a wanderer might find. And will she read it by the fire? And will she silently love me? Will she weep? What? Yes. And this will be the beginning. Is that my guy writing this? Here in our yondering country, something in the woods is very strange. Hopeful and happy to see a stormless sky, a young man named Onlop takes a seasonal road to the town of Hornfurrow. So old Danbane wanted a cheese around. Ooh. There's medicine people Can use red clover. What? Then have to remember to buy the hill folk the soap. What? The fuck is this guy talking about? Unwashed hill folks. Good for nobody. I think my warrior may be a little bit of a... Breeze is light that day, birds are timid. In fact, the whole world is taking a breath, ready to leap in the sea. What? I'm there already, huh? Here's the hard part. Getting Nixa out of her house in a timely fashion. She'll have something ready to argue about that'll take all morning and... That's smoke? Uh-oh. Fluttering flames roost among the far-off rooftops. Olaf hurries towards town, thinking of Nixa, a young woman whom he's known since boyhood. Choose. Watch me worry and she's fine. She must have tried to cook breakfast again and set the whole village on fire. Really can't leave her alone, can I? I don't know what these things mean. Rivalry, friendship, and romance. Let's go for friendship. We've been friends forever, right? Nixa, you're right. I'll get you out. Just make a little noise. Okay. Oh, jeez. Okay. Right. You stand right next to the door and then click the ability to open it. Does it use an action? It's free once per turn. Her house is still standing, at least. Nixa, are you hurt? Is there a reason the door's locked? He doesn't know. Why is no one... The door's unlocked. Hey, do you not smell the... I smell the smoke. Get inside. She took the bow and closed the door. Your bow? Yeah. There's things in the streets. You didn't see any? Like monsters. I don't know. I've got one trapped behind. Garoo! Behind the house. Staying him here isn't really an option. Right. So here I've got some tools around. You're stronger than I am. You can swing something pretty good. I bet we can at least drive it off. That's a bad idea. Choose a pitchfork, a pickaxe, or a frying pan. Pitchfork any day of the week. Are you kidding me? There's a reason why they recruited, you know, farmers. Because they had pitchforks and scythes, which are very long weapon to deal with, like, things. Can be killed, right? I'll just be ready when you open that door. It's a row. Who's thrown sloppily around beneath it? It runs staggering, bellowing its agony. It's in pain. Wait, that's the wrong place. Okay. You'll stay there. Is it gonna break in? Attack scenery. What do you mean? Oh, I see. Right there. Right. The door. The heck? There it is. Oh, shit, it's fast. It went behind the house. Do I have Overwatch? Alright. I don't have Overwatch, so instead I'm just gonna, you know. There it is. What the heck? 56% chance to hit. Alright. I'm gonna move here. And I'll shoot. He blocked. Okay. Now we send him in front and then we attack. 15% chance to stun, please. 4 damage. Alright. I blocked. And it's dead. Okay, that was fairly easy. Also, we need to turn the volume down a little bit. Hey, Brios, thanks for the follow. Hi, how's it going? Alright, Olop has grown stronger apparently. Warriors like Olop have built hardy, enduring with a natural aptitude for battle. Okay. Shield Share. Once every other turn, the swift action shreds 2 foes' armor. Okay, not too bad. Sentinel replaces Guardian. The warrior leaps up 2 tiles to intercept a foe who's passed nearby. It's a reaction strike. That's actually pretty... I mean, I would say it's pretty good, but at the same time, it's a melee fighter. I don't know about that. As a swift action, I can start fires. That may be useful. But since I don't think we're gonna use axes, I may be taking shield share for now. I have no idea. Hunters like Nixa thrive in the wild, surviving through stealth and peerless archery. They master their surrounding and bring down large hordes. Okay. Once per turn, Nixa is refunded an action point after a melee kill. Okay, we don't want her to be in melee really. Nixa range attack has 1 pierce. That seems pretty good. Once per combat, Nixa throw a flash cone that blinds enemies and deals 0 magic damage. If thrown into an alley, they will be hidden. I think I'll take the piercing shot. I don't know what that does really, but sounds like it could be good. I found a feather steel brooch. Sorry, we'll learn that word. Who gets it? I don't know. Oh, this is speed increase. So he's pretty slow. He's a 21-year-old greenhorn warrior. Look at him. Claim. Well, that was easier than I thought. Bring on the next one, right? No, not really. The creature's death is quiet. It seems to slip from life in a few stunned, hazy blinks. We'll spend a piece of the day getting the flames under control. The damage isn't as bad as it could have been. Townsfolk emerge from hiding to fight fires and clear debris. Some full of curiosity, other visibly haunted by what they've seen. Sorry. We should go. Uther's alone. Sorry, I know you're tired. Me too. But now I worry he might have met something. Is that ruined tower by now? I'm thirsty. And this place is in rough shape. Sorry, I'm thirsty. What does that have to do with anything? Others can't take care of it, but Uther's will be waiting for us. What happened today could be happening everywhere, couldn't it? Something about that tower is just stuck in my mind. It's like when you get apple skin in your teeth. What? Okay. Is it really? Huh? Yeah. And I picked friendship instead of romance. I stand by that choice. Anyway, I just think we said we'd meet him. We should. That tower is the tower in the hills. You been there? Yeah, once. Actually, look in the tracks. They come and they go that direction. Is this like a little weird the way they talk? It is, yeah. I mean, it's not just me. All the Nixa follow the pounded path of monstrous feet, hoping for the best. and dreading every other possibility. I'm not sure if it's a translation thing, it's a deliberate. I think it may be a... I think this game is very procedural in how they create dialogues and stories. So it may be like some sort of randomization dialogue thingy. Choose, alright. Just be breathing, okay? So we can all yell and go home. Let him be alive and unhurt. Oh dear, you said you'd be fine. Don't make me call you a liar. Okay, so this is her. We're gonna stick with friendship for everybody. We've been knowing each other for like years. There's no reason to go into a relationship right now. If we meet someone new, we'll think about it, okay? A wordless wild passes between them, but the quiet only heightens their worry. You've known Udir longer than I have. He's pretty capable, I feel like. Yeah, but he's a little too wide-eyed and trusting, maybe. But it doesn't often disappoint me, you know? Where things do tend to happen around him, let's say he's probably up there now. Figuring things out. Surrounded by monsters, yes. Alright, hang on a second. Options, audio. It seems like the sound is generally fine, it's just a little louder than I wanted it to be. So we just take it down to 20%. And that should do it. Scouting. In order to find sites, you had to scout the land. Okay, so we click here, then we scout with Nixa, which is a scout. Hunter abilities. 6 step, elusive step, okay. Wait, are we doing it with all of them? Wait, do I have actions to do here? Prepare defenses. Yeah, I'm gonna send her alone. 14 days to complete. Wait, 13 days to complete. It's only 1 extra day. You can go there. Meanwhile, you can prepare defenses around here, right? This is the route merchants take. It's a natural way in or out. During an enemy incursion, each tier of defense will slow down the enemy and reduce their incursion size by 1. Okay. So, tier 1 defenses, tier 2 defenses, tier 3 defenses. I would say just tier 1 defense for now. Okay. Done. Okay, he's done. You can go there too now. Overland task. Keep your heroes busy. Time is an important resource. Enemy calamity, card draws, incursions, blah blah blah. We knew that. Okay. So we need to do something with him, right? But can we... No. Scout. With him. Yeah. I think they're both scouting. I'm not sure. Wait, no, she's... Oh, she's back here. Why is she moving? Oh my god. That's why they were telling me, you know, you have a hero that's not doing anything. I forgot her. Somewhere else. The previous night, the tower where Udir had arranged to meet Olop and Nixa is a place he often used to escape to as a boy. He knows its rooms and floors so well, he could survive being chased through them. And now I wait, I suppose. Cough. Cough. Dust gets deep as rain puddles in here. Alive is alive, but I have a plan that beats Biggs through. What's he doing? What do you think, Beast? Oh my god, they're right behind there. Will my friends swoop in and save me? Or am I not pretty enough? It's a picturesque old tower, perfect for a plot twist. Sorry, what? The emptiness is deep and fragrant. The odor of 10,000 rains that is soaked into stone. Is that good? As the old will tell you, precious things go overlooked in a ruin. What lodges amid the bones of failure is often the dream that drove it. That book. Why have I never... Easy there. I guess you're wondering why I'm talking to myself, huh, beasts? I'm also wondering, who depends to pull it loose? The book's heavier than its slender spine suggests. Look at all this. It's full of strange stories, the folklore of folk long forgotten. Circles of the Ancients. Is wild nonsense. How a woodcutter can read the rings inside old trees to find the exact moment a grove began calling itself a forest. The Tears of Oak Woman? It's a weird, ruthless tragedy of a woman made of oak who stands on a sea cliff and is eaten by termites as she waits for a driftwood love to wash ashore. Wow. The flotsam beauty floats forever past the edge of the incoming tide. The Hornfurrow Girl tells of a light-skinned woman who drew things so feelingly that they began to come true. Huh. And she drew circles in a book and eventually fell through. Yikes. When it reaches the last word of the final tall tale, a few blank pages are left. This book. Hey, Coop the Loop, hope you have a great time with this gem of a game. May your adventure be epic. Thank you, I've just started. This is like, I think, the tutorial adventure. Seems fine so far. This book. Something in him feels like it's coming loose, but he can't tell exactly what. There's room in it for another story. It's cold. I'm stuck here. Yes, and this would be the beginning. Oh, so that's the beginning when we saw he was writing. Ah, I see, I see. You know, yondering country, with he writes, words are ready. Omens have formed in the fabric of everything, and he's beginning to recognize them now. Some are just misgivings. They've crept through his body like the sourceless aches one wakes with. Others are more substantial. Now they seem light and plain. A promise of thunder. For in the wild black woods where birds once belled, a hateful silence churns. Was that Cthulhu? Pain lights Uldu's head. Ow. Subsides. Oh, I made it to morning? He lowers his bleary eyes. His story lies before him in luminous script. Empty pages have sprouted behind it. Why do I feel powerful? Choose. He pulls a spoon from his pocket. I'm sorry, a spoon? He slides a branch from the rubble. It's sturdy. There's a palm-loving twist. A staff. Okay. I mean, clearly, everyone would take the staff. So obviously we have to take the spoon. Right? I will still stand by the pan and spoon combo. I'll take the spoon on this one. Open wide, beast. I'm getting out of here. Foul cards. It's a rager. It charges without seeing. Mishappen, thus swinging wildly. I think I need to increase the text a little bit. I think I saw an option in the menu. Interface. Controls. Interface. Can we increase that? UI size. I guess we could increase the UI size. Wonder if we could increase the text size alone, but no, I don't think so. Bigger. How big is bigger? Okay, it's readable. It's a little bit of my face now, but we'll see if that's any better. Alright, so what can he do? Strike. Interfuse. Mingle the mystic-like energy with a blaze or a piece of scenery. Interfuse targets grant vision and can be used for further purposes. Right. It's free once per turn. Okay. Attack scenery. Extinguish lamp. Interesting. Okay, interfuse with a cabinet or an anvil. Interfuse with the bookcase. He revealed a monster. Okay. Use the interfuse ability to connect with the scenery and then use this. Okay, now I can use. Stop interfusing. Interfuse. I need 2 action points. Alright. I'm gonna extinguish a lamp. I don't think that did anything. I will wait. Now we have Scalding Rain, an interfused ability. Does 4 to 5 magic damage, 2 shreds, 4 range. Boiling liquid burns away armor and gnaws the enemy's flesh. This is such an interesting concept. Look at that. Oh, so it damages the I see. It damages the item every time you use it. That's pretty cool. I'm gonna retreat and then wait. And then next time, I mean, he's still searching, so. Can I get over here? Am I not interfused anymore? Why can I not use the rain? Can I withdraw my interfusion? And interfuse with knives. Okay. And then barrage. And he's dead. Dude, this is great. I love this mechanic. Udyr has grown stronger. As a mystic, Udyr has acquired a knack for interfusing his spirit with earthly things, drawing on these bonds to enact formidable magics. Okay, so soul splitting, it's a passive. When Udyr takes damage, for each interfused object, 1 point is prevented, and the objects can take 2 damage instead. That is really nice. It's like using the interfusion for tankiness. Archers. Udyr bonds with the earth and summons from seedling and a silt a wondrous tree that paints surrounding enemies. Okay, so it's like a stopping move. Okay. Mythweaver. Advanced interfusion. Statues. Passive +1 potency per interfused statue. Garb. Passive 50% chance mystic reflected damage while interfused. Books. Active lore dump. And textiles upgrade greater construct. I mean, I don't know what this means, but it feels like it allows me to do more actions with interfused objects, so I'll take that. And it's got the Belt of Fate. Use it. More monsters roam the ruined halls and rattle the rotting furniture. More paragraph the better, exactly. But Udyr moves quietly, sensing his way in the dark. Daylight lands on his wrist. Cool wind soothes his tired eyes. It's still the same world. Why would he change? He closed at the tower door, gentle to make no noise. That was the mystic's art that I did. Right, tower? Where did I get it from? Could have just happened? Is it just one of those things? I mean, I don't know. But you know what I like? The fact that he has a belt on now. The one that we looted. Things a man's born with that might blossom in his life when he needs them. Yeah, that actually makes a lot of sense. What if heroes happen that way? Okay, I kind of love this guy. Udyr? Of course, this means I've got some new responsibilities suddenly. My first one's maybe to figure out my limits. Udyr, you're right there. Hey Udyr, something happened? Hmm? Yeah, I forgot you two were coming. I'm sorry. I just had the weirdest night and day, and Olive and I only barely made it. Yeah, see that smoke on the horizon? That's from the town. Yeah, that's Hornfurrow. It burned? Ooh. Things are different than they were. Yeah, but I don't know if you've ever seen something quite like this. A monster? Sure we have. We slay monsters, yeah. They slew one, okay? And now they're monster slayer, apparently. Look at his face. Yeah, I agree, my friend. Oh, where is this? I totally agree. Okay, well, I do magic. that was the comeback, I suppose. I've discovered a new site. It's still under enemy control. Okay. So, tunnel is not passable. What do we do here? Oh wait, I can assault the spire. I would like everyone. Wait, she's 6 days away. Can we have her joining us in the meantime? Yes, okay. Alright, everybody's ready now. Good. Let's go. Attack. Alright, let's talk about how we get through this. A perfect understanding isn't likely to emerge. These beasts are where they come from. What drove them to attack the town of Hornfurrow? But letting them nest here feels like the wrong idea. Survival is a priority. But is it actually safer to be aggressive? Sure, well. Back in my house it was pretty simple. Kill the beast before it kills you. Yeah, I mean, I just came out there. If we're methodical patient, we can fend them off at least. I like methodical and patient. That is how I play these games. I don't know what that means. Stoicism. All heroes have +1 armor and warding. Okay. There's a raccoon. That's a raccoon? Scrambling through shadows, its barbed appendages eagerly twitch. Oh, sorry. Raccoons don't have appendages, usually. In a row. Okay, I can deal with this. Right. Okay, so Udyr. Okay, no. Okay. Calm down. Put him there. End your turn and wait for the enemy to come within range. Hits up to one enemy with a melee attack. Okay, I like that. Now she will Silk Step to here. And he will interfuse with that oven. And I think there's no monsters around here. They may be inside, so I've done all of this for nothing. Can I interfuse with something else? What happens when she moves, by the way? Whoa, she has a lot of movement. Holy crap. Okay. She's still hidden, by the way, which is great. Okay. I'm gonna open the door, and they're all here. Right. Fuck. Okay. I'm gonna attack this. Since, I mean, what else am I gonna do? Get wrecked and get stunned. Perfect. Now, I want you to be in position to kill that thing. I kind of want to leave it there stunned, by the way. And you... I want you to interfuse. Wait. How do I know if I can Oh, okay. I'm gonna move right there. And I'm gonna interfuse with it. The lamp. Blind nearby enemies. Grain bags. Okay. Oh look! I've got greater constrict because of my Myth Weaver interfusion. Alright, that's interwave. I don't know how many interwaves I can have at the same time. But if I wait, this is gonna save my action points, I think. Or not, I don't know. I know what that 3 means. That may just be the... whatever. Wait, I thought he was stunned. Ow! Fuck! I really thought he was stunned. Alright. Kill this thing. Uh-oh. It's on fire. That seems like a problem. I'm gonna move to where... no, I'm not gonna extinguish the fire. Where's the rubble? How can I tell if there's rubble or not? Guess that is rubble. So we should be safe if I go here. And I set my guardian move. I'm gonna move her down here. That guy's in range, and the fire's in front of it, and he is guarding, so that thing will probably not be able to run all the way down here. So I'm gonna just attack, do 4 damage. Oh my god, there's a ranged thing, I forgot about that. Interfuse. With the stove. Discus. Okay. He blocked the discus move. Right. Gonna move here in the corner and guard it. And I'm gonna back 1 and try to kill it. We win. Victory. Okay. Oh, I found the Grey Bark. A hunter armor tier 1 with -2 speed but a little bit more armor. Made by sewing metal links in plates into wool, then covering it over with a hardened leather, traditionally grey. This is a standard suit of mail for most stationary marksmen. Okay. I can salvage it or can replace the humble... It lowers my dodge with it. That's a lot of armor. Yeah, I'd say claim it. And then we have a snakestone belt which gives extra dodge. I'm gonna give it to Nixa to replace, you know, the dodge we just lost. Oh look, I love that everything has an aesthetic in this game. Like it's modeled. All the items, you can see them. The last misshapen creature folds its bones and dies. Blue fluid is dark in the dust. So calm, accepting death. Not natural at all. Well, natural if you're suffering. I would have thought. That's 3. I wouldn't have thought I alone could have faced what we... Yeah. What? Day drops, day rises. Dusk is sweet. The sunrise sweeter. It's not long before they've cleaned the old tower up a bit. We'll be working on this place forever, I'm telling you. We're different now. At least I am. We faced death and we didn't flinch. Maybe this is just my idea, but... That's no way to be overrun. We're a company of heroes now. We'll walk the land, we'll fight. People needs us. We'll give ourselves a name and make sure it's one that'll sing. Oh, sounds you've thought about this. Name the company. We'll be called the Legion of Romia. How about the Magi of the North? Maybe the Fons Minotaurs. What? They don't even make it. Enter my own name. The Romantics of the Verdant. That's a good one. The Highwaymen of the Kindled Plow. What are these names? What are these names? The Brethren of the Blushing Insignia. Why is it blushing? Horse's Valor. The construct of the bird horn. Ow. The Scorpions of Divinity. Okay, I like that. I like the Scorpions of Divinity. That's pretty epic. After that, the 3 of them are inseparable. Rumors are rampant. Heroes are needed. This world will be flooded in sorrows, but its defenders are joined by a fire that night. Yeah. Here follows the tales of the Scorpions of Divinity. Be remembered. And then they died. Calamities. Your enemies improve their strategies after every fight. This monster is now stronger. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. They do more damage now. That's not good. What is that? 178 legacy points. Get legacy points by taking new sites. You can spend legacy points to do the following things. Recruit heroes, build new stations, or cancel calamities. Ah, alright. So for your enemy control, you can spend some time to secure it. Secure the sites, provide resources, which you can use to craft gear between chapters or the town. Interesting. 178 days until the next calamity card, and no infested titles. Okay, so can we secure it? I just don't like lingering here, alright? These places age you. Secure Mulvey's Pyre. So I can provide resources now. And at the end of each chapter, spend resources to upgrade hero weapon armor. Investigate thoroughly, catalog everything, find an item, or burn what's not useful, get a shipshape to work faster. I think it's the beginning. We can maybe take a little bit of time to find an item, right? Besides, we're going to use all of them, which is going to turn 140 days work into a 35 days work. Do it. Oh, he's healing as well. That's good. Research complete. A thorough delving through the mysteries of Mulvey's Pyres has proven rewarding. Surprisingly, not a waste of time, she says. Mulvey's Pyre will return to the hands of the common folk. While they tend it, the site will provide resources. Also, we can get like a hide. Oh no, we're getting them right now. Hides, ingots, and spell threads. Cool. And we get the Igneous Strap, which adds 0.7 damage. I mean, give it to him. I mean, so far, he's using the weird ability. I don't know if damage influence the interweave stuff. She is also very good candidate for this extra damage. Actually, giving it to her. A leather and fur strap that fits across your chest. I like that. Play. I can build a mountain pass now. Do it. Wait, hang on. Not right now. Hang on. What's can I prepare the fences? Nah, let's move. Pass. Okay. Do it. 91 days. Holy crap. I could have built a bridge as well, but you know. Infested tiles are unsafe. What? It's infested. Which was probably quicker. Yeah, it was probably quicker. It's fine. It's fine. No problem at all. Okay, the passageway is open. Scout. All of them. Let's go. That is infested, I think. Mulvelus Bottoms has been revealed. Okay. Okay, easy. Send a party to clear the infestation at this tile or assault it. Strength 4 though. Patrol it. 30 days to patrol. Oh, fuck it. Assault it. That takes 0 days. I have to be honest, I'm glad to see you cooking tonight. I'm feeling more of a support role at this moment. Don't get too excited. Huh. So, we'll head Jolly Brewery tomorrow morning. But that detour added more time than we thought it would. Our food is running a little low. How low? Well, I've got onions and some more onions. I thought it was still jerky. Figure we need that tomorrow. Onions are on a meal, they're an ingredient. I bet I could get us a fish. Watch this, he says. I bet I can change your mind. Watch this, she says. Do we trust the extra 2% chance to success, or do we trust this guy? I want to see what Ulop is all about. I think I want to give him a chance to fish and see if I can trust this character ever in my life. Now, fish is something you can build a decent meal around. True. Come on, there was a good spot back this way. Yeah, fishy pole? Nah, that's the sort of thing you can improvise in a pinch. Is it really, though? At the nearby pool. Can't say I've done much fishing lately. How long do you think this will take? Who can say? Who can say? You should probably get some stories ready, though. Later. So I said, listen, there isn't one right way to make cornbread, but there sure as hell is a wrong way. Even later. And let me tell you, if you ever wanted to know how to really piss off a Gorgon, quite a bit later. So, how much longer do you think? I don't know. Maybe the base was wrong? It's getting dark. I think we should call it. Okay. I am never trusting this guy ever again. It wasn't the worst. Well, it wasn't the worst way to spend an evening, though. Thanks for trying. Well, maybe we can attack the Gorgons with piercing onion breath tomorrow. Wowee. Okay. The heck is that? What the? What is a stone spirit? Okay. So step. Interviews. Right, what do we have? 4 range. 4 range, 1 pierce. Okay. Get the bones. Move down there. You ready? Okay. Alright, alright, alright. Shit. Okay. We need to kill that thing fast. He dodged the attack. Okay. Alright, I can't use the bone lance. I can interfuse with a workbench. That works. And I can use barrage on all of them, actually, for a ton of damage. Get wrecked. They sounded the alarm. And that's what you get. Blocked. Uh-oh. They're breaking down the door. And there we come. Okay. I am going to just pick an elixir and see if I can snipe that thing. Yeah, boy. Alright. So the table is gone. You can stay there. You can come here and interfuse with the pot holder. Right. And that will actually do damage to that thing. And set things on fire. Good. Oh crap. If that thing comes nearby, it's gonna kill me. I'm just gonna stay here, I think, and do my guardian duty. Thing's dead. The raccoon is coming. Oh, thought I had cover actually. Right. Next. Bone lance. No, interferes with the pot holder again. Oh, that doesn't do anything. I see. Illuminate. Oh! Oh, it was turned off, so I illuminated it, and now I can use steel fire and burn that thing. Yes. Do it. And then, freaking... kill it. How is this not over? Oh boy. Oh no, it is over. Oh. Yo! A link mail. Less speed. Okay, let's So I lose a lot of speed. But holy crap, look at that armor. Almost entirely linked metal rings with some vulnerabilities, but mostly solid. Hefty but flexible, and not too cumbersome. I mean... yeah. You're starting to look like an actual warrior. And an Elkhorn sash. Melee accuracy and ranged accuracy. I think we're gonna buff Nixa even more. With some extra accuracy for a bow. Let's see the general level of accuracy around here. I mean, Udir has terrible accuracy. Let's go 111 melee, which is what... okay, that's... yeah, let's give it to her. Alright, calamities. Another one. Enemies improve the strategies after a few fight. Yes. Leaves a trail of corrupted ground behind when he moves. I see. That's not good. Okay, can we do it fast? 19 days. Let's do it fast this time. There's a calamity about to happen. Okay, the site is secure. Jolin Brewery has been cleaned and put in good order. With time left for a few days of comfort, Jolin Brewery will return to the hands of the common folk. And it will produce resources, of course. Hides, fabrics, and spell threads. Right. So... okay. Can we prepare some defenses? 2-2. 2-1. 10 days. Sure. Oh my god, calamities. Calamities everywhere now. My characters have question marks on the portrait? Oh. I didn't realize. Oh my god. Okay. So, if we don't cancel these things, they're gonna just show up now. I would like to remove whatever that is and whatever that is. The rest can stay. But I'm not gonna take the Watchman or the Bugmore. Thank you very much. Wait, what is this thing? Are there different types of enemies? Oh boy. Alright, continue working. Okay, I would like to go here. Scout with everybody. 39 days of travel time. Jesus. Do we still have question marks? We don't. Oh, we do. Oh, because they have no tasks. Okay, okay. Alright. I guess we assault it. Let's go. A weird rhythmic noise filters through the trees. It's getting louder. It doesn't sound aggressive. Over there. An ancient ox leans its bulk against a beech trunk. Blood pools from its panting muzzle. Early stages of the gorgon sickness. The ox doesn't flinch from Orlum's approach. He notices a wound at the base of its neck. There's something in there. A blue... what looks like a blue pomegranate seed. Pomegranate? But it's as big as my fist. I've got a skilled finger. Let me try and dislodge the seed. But to kill it now, let it die with dignity. Here's something almost like it's speaking to me. Uh-oh. Oh boy. What is it Nixa does? I mean, that 56% doesn't sound so good. No, not great odds. So we can either kill it or talk to it. Or, well, listen to it. I'm afraid that if we listen to it, it's gonna, like, go rampage and, like, kick her in the face. And do damage before combat. Do we take the odds? Do we gamble? Do we go RNG a little bit? I mean, I should be the last person to say that, but... why not gambling a little bit, right? We're here to have fun. Let's attempt to dislodge the seed. Besides, we failed fishing. We had to succeed at some point. Nix's finger slips into the wound and plucked the seeds neatly free of its nesting place. The ox bows its head, feeling nothing. Nixa? In a few moments, the ox's breathing normalizes. Its muscles relax. It takes tentative steps to the edge of the clearing. Incredible. That's when a gang of afflicted beasts filters out of the trees. Get ready for a fight. So if we didn't do that, we probably had to fight the ox as well. They don't lunge. They remain still and stare. They recognize the seed in Nix's hand and absorb the visible recovery of the ox. There's a collective sigh. When they lie down, the light of their eye dims and dies. The ox wanders free. Did we just... I don't know, I feel like we've done something good here. But I cannot say exactly what. Boy, oh boy, that thing is nasty. Oh, we have a new ability, Mythweaver Interfusion with the statue. The Mystic gains 1 potency while it's interfused. I see. I say I go for the sapling. See if I can pin the enemy with Wild Grasp. It's pinned. So it's trying to move, but I don't think it can. Then we're just gonna attack it. And then I'm gonna move here, flank it for 100% hit chance. And shit, it's still alive. Ow. I blocked most of it though. Okay, that Gorgon is freaking nuts. What the hell? Okay, you Wild Grasp this. And he pulled it. Awesome. That was a good move. kill that. And you shoot at that thing and kill it. Nice! Dude, that was really good. That was really, really good. Okay, next, you move here. You start moving ahead. You... No, don't swap weapon. Silk Step. Interfuse. I can interfuse with a rock for discus. Interfuse that. Right now. That's a 5 range, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. It's the entire line over there. And then we can move like... here. There's 2 raccoons, I believe. I don't remember. What were the enemies? They said something about the enemies at the beginning, but I don't remember. And then you can just sit here and be a guardian for now. She can move all the way here. Okay, what's the interfusion here option? There's another rock for another discus. Oh, there's a trough for scalding rain, which was pretty good. But I think the discus is the one with the best range, so I'm gonna interfuse with both rocks right now. And just go sit behind him. Then we open the door. And we sit tight. We can use her as a scout, technically. Or I can remove the links here. And interfuse with the grain grinder. Should give me vision. There we go. Revealed another one of those. Okay. Step ahead. Sit tight. The interfuse seems really good. It really is, yeah. But I mean, that's his entire deal, so it kind of makes sense. Uh-oh. Fuck. Wow, he was fast. Okay, barrage. Doesn't do much, actually, but it can damage that guy. Which is probably better. 3 damage, okay, that's good. Free once per turn, shed 2. I would like to do that. That removes the armor and that allows me to kill it. And then she can get a little closer, maybe behind cover, and kill that thing. Olop, level up. Oh my god, look at him. Has grown stronger. Gained health, a little bit of armor, a little bit of warding, some melee accuracy, everything. Okay. And there's a new ability. Let's see, engage. It's active, and a swift action Olop engages a foe, forcing it to attack him. Olop must stay in range and maintain a clear line of sight. You get 1 armor per engaged foe. Okay. 8. Once per combat, grant an adjacent target 3 temporary health and remove negative status effects. That is pretty good. Or I can upgrade shield share and use it multiple times per turn. I don't think I'm gonna start fires. I don't like the engaged thing. But it may be useful. I wonder what's the actual range of this. It says that I must stay in range and maintain a clear line of sight, but we don't know what the range is. Oh, it's 4 plus potency, so 4. It's not that much. The healing might be really good though. I mean, so far it doesn't really look like we have any way of healing in combat. I'm gonna take the heal. Ooh, Mystic Armor. Look at that. A Dusty Drab is a pretty standard set of heavy-duty clothing that is functional and sturdy, holding a shortcut of thick woven fabrics over a padded shirt. This is a straight-up massive upgrade. Right, go for it. And there is a Spectral Lantern that gives +2 to warding. The amount of damage is reduced from each incoming magical attack. Right. I would say, no, we need to stop. We need to stop. Give all the warding, all the items to Nixa, but she's the one that needs it. Fuck it. Another Calamity. The monster now is stronger. Okay, that thing is becoming insane. So what is my objective here? Chapter 1, clear all hostile sites. Or we need to go to the Springs of Bow. Where are the Springs of Bow? We don't know. Should all go there. 17 days, that's a long time. What about this one? 14 days. We have 123 days until the next calamity. Do we reinforce this thing? 35 days? Yeah, do it. Guys, there's an incursion happening soon. Okay. Right, what did we find? So, wooden fabrics and a talisman of elimination. An ancient charm to hang around your waist. It's a stunt chance. What the frick is stunt chance? Percentage chance that attack will inflict additional damage and stunt effect. Sure. Give it to Onlop. Why not? There it is. Claim. Let's go to the Pony Woods. That seems pretty harmless. What can go wrong? There's just ponies. What would you do, Onlob, if you found your heart racing at the thought of another? Someone you stood beside through danger, and then... Wow, well, I suppose I'd look at the whole picture, how it might affect them and the others, but that's me. Stunt is like a critical hit which does extra damage or other effects. Okay. Hey, stop mumbling, you two. Listen to that. Hushed voices and careful footfalls approach down the overgrown path to Nix's ears. Even these muffled noises are perfectly loud. Come forward, strangers. If you're friendly, come forward slowly. Silence. Perhaps a minute of it is all the answer that emerges from the thick wall of brush. And then... Calander, you dolt! But not fooled by this. I'm standing in ants. Yes, mistress. Should I offer myself? Introduce us, you idiot. We can... we hear you. Ho there! Ho? Sorry, who are you calling a ho here? You look like experienced whatever you are. Bandits? Rogues? No hunting for captives, I hope. Or with more mouths to feed? What the heck? Heh, well. Oh, move it, you fool. Anything's better than ants up my dress. Sorry, mistress. Here, take my arm. Oh, look. There's people. A pair of travelers, clambers, free of the bracken. Their clothing fine, but a tad filthy. Hello, strangers. I'm Calander, servant of and apprentice to this prestigious and lovely woman who... Well, perhaps we shouldn't use your real name? That's Milla Frostfell. Sorry, who? Huh? Oops, he knows her name. And why wouldn't he? I don't know. Who's... Milla the Dream Chanter. Poet and peerless singer. Impossible to turn away an ear when she's plucking strings, spinning yarns, deploying her famous vowels. Well, you don't seem like a threat. Come sit by the fire. We're not in any kind of bad business. Oh, lop. Mistress. Well, by the fire sounds grand. The small camp settles in a little awkwardly. Introductions go around. Shortly thereafter, Ulrich can't help himself. He bends Milla's ear. Personally, I can find merit in most stories or songs, but the great performances are truly something special. You sang Queen of the Seas in Lion Wake. I wept. I heard about your rendition of Watshan, spoken for an audience of craftspeople. Not a dry eye, they said. Yes, I remember those days. I try not to miss them. She doesn't seem too happy. Oh, mistress, you don't need to say it. I do, though. Just that nothing lasts forever. That fever took my lofty registers from me. My volume. Performance is such a physical thing. Most forgets that. I'm weak nowadays. I lean on him. My student, Calander, there. Mistress. I would love to show that gift to you again, but it's gone now. Only the memory remains. Cue Metallica. Why not try a small song? Even if it's quiet, even if it's just a shadow of you. I would like it. Well, I could try. It's been a few years now. We can see what the apprentice is like. Let's have a go. Milla Frostfell, the Dream Chanter, pulls the instrument from its case. A hum collects in her throat, then ebbs, then rises again, spilling between pitches, and stops. Oh. Don't strain yourself, mistress. It's a good night. I think I may have a few verses in me. But you can just play. You don't have to sing. But she moves a finger over the strings. Oh, the mandolute. Aha. Great rings of sound. Is that a real instrument, by the way? I'm making fun of it, but it may be a real instrument. Great rings of sound, chords, and twinning. The melody hangs and wobbles and winds around the ears. It curls in the heart like an old dog returning. Okay, that's a weird metaphor. My father wrote this for me. It was my first song. Next, she begins to sing. I sit inside the wind. The moon looks down on me. The places that I've been all lingers distantly. I'm here for you whenever you need me. I'm here to see that someday you don't. Her voice is as sheer as gauze, yields to the slight sigh of a breeze, but it persists, trembling strong. It's beautiful. You'll find me in a tree. If a tree is there to find, stand tall or on your knees, a tree will treat you kind. Though I'm here for you when you don't want me, I'm here for you in case someday you do. Suddenly, an unpleasant skrik closes her mouth. She swallows. Appears to be fighting a cough. Ashes tears. A star bright in her firelight. Are you? Mistress. But she shakes her head. Her fingers repair the halted tune. Now I live in smoke. The clouds and cliffs my bed. The weird and rippling water bends around your head. Night comes along like a stray with a song. Ask me to travel on, but I'll wait until you're sleeping. Was that a success? That was my father's lullaby. Your voice is remarkable. My life, I know, has been blessed. The night before the fight, a delicious gloam passed quietly. So that went well, I think. What's happening? took one of these away? He reversed the calamity, yeah. Nice! Holy crap, that was good. And we got courage. All heroes +2 damage or potency for 3 turns. We may have a problem though. There's like Thrixel weavers. Its head weaves in odd patterns. Eyes shine like moons. Hissing suddenly, it looms to strike. And then we have Thrixel Thrusk. Clambering and clattering, it cries out in a doubled voice. Oh my god, okay. It has a little bit of armor, which I can break. And he's gonna block. Uh-oh. Whoopsie days. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Interviews with Lamp. No. With Carapace Lamp. No. With Roots. Yes. Or even better, with Loom for Bonelands. I don't like it. But he blocked. Okay. He double attacks. That's not cool. That's really not cool, man. Why can I not do this? Free once per turn. Oh, it has a cooldown. Oh. Shit. Well, that was enough to kill that thing at least. And now I can Silk Step, and you can interfuse with... I don't know. With that thing? What's that do? Nothing really. Alright. We're moving ahead a little bit. She's invisible. I'll move him there. Withdraw. No, not really. Interferes with the rock. It should give me vision. There's nothing, I don't think. I'm gonna send her ahead to scout. This door right there. Hang on. Can I withdraw? Yeah, there you go. Okay. So they are behind the gate. We might as well position ourselves. Okay, that way I can open the door. Extinguish lamp. Oh. Well, that was dumb. Interfuse with this. And that's it for now. I need you to Silk Step, probably around there. You open the door. He's right there. Guardian. You can move there and interfuse with whatever that is. Bones, okay. Ah, that's the bad one, okay. So let's do a Bone Lance. Can we do a Bone Lance? Can I not do a Bone Lance? Why does it look like I cannot do it? Select the source. Oh, I had to. I see. Okay. I killed that one. That thing is hiding now. Okay. Fine by me, dude. Fine by me. Just keep waiting and I will interfuse with something else. Like that table. Or the fabric. Okay. There's a Mythweaver interfusion. A powerful snake of animated fabric coils around an enemy, applying 2 hobble and crushing out its life. Do it. Great construct. Dodged. Fuck. Right. Do the guardian thing, you wait. Construct again. Hobbled and 3 damage. Here we go. Construct again. Hobbled 4 and 4 damage. Yo. That thing is getting wrecked. Construct again. Kill it. Oh my god, that was so OP. Hunter armor. So I lose a little bit of armor, but I do gain a massive amount of dodge. And a little bit more speed. Now what does armor actually do? Okay, that actually straight out reduces damage, so... I think I would rather keep my armor. Salvage. Elkhorn Cloak. More accuracy for Nixa. Wait, is my dog barking? Hang on. Nah. I mean, Nixa already has the other Elkhorn thing, so might as well? It's a ranger, you know? Uh-oh, +1 damage to that thing. Right. It's fine, they're not that bad. Okay, we have 58 days. We can spend 35 here. Bork, hi Q. How's it going? I guess I'm just gonna... Do we need the item? I don't think we need the item. Back. What if I do it fast? Can I do it fast? I don't think I can do it fast. I already decided, so we have to do it. Incursion is about to happen. It may or may not be a problem, but hey. We have gained ingots and spell thread and Silverbuck Pauldron for extra block, which they're gonna go straight on Lop. Yeah, look at that. Claim. Right. So next one is the Cleave Timberland. Sure. Why not? Oh my goodness. Okay. Extra health. Oh, don't like that. More armor on the stumps? Nah, I don't think so. You know what? I'll take a Bogmore. Fine, whatever. Okay, let's see what's happening. Okay, I've got one. Favorite fruit. I once had something called a persimmon. Persimmon? The flavor was subtle, wrapped itself around your tongue. I still think about it. What? Wish I remember fruit that well. Global warming fucking sucks. It does. It really does. My AC broke, so I am dying. Yes. Need some ice. Feel like a beach walrus. Yeah, I can relate very much. We should remember food as well, she says. Alright, go on. You ready? Favorite thing to fight? That's like asking my favorite rash. Least favorite then. Might have to be Gorgons. Is that because they're over the next hill? Walrus crap, hi-fi, hell yes. It's the ick factor, you know? Even worse than Thrixel. They don't just move, they spread. Ugh. They're like walking diseases. And here I am making a career out of them. I'm not that old, right? Sometimes you're 22, shut up. Sometimes I wonder if it's not too late to start over somewhere. I wouldn't though, realistically. Your bumblebees need me too badly. Well, we appreciate that. What about you? What keeps you here? Upholding what's best in the world? Honestly, feeling special. Aww. That's very relatable as well. Look at... oh my god. Seriously, guys. That's a mood. If I ever saw one, that's a mood. What does one feel special? And how many people get the chance to actually be special? If I gave that up, what would be left? It looks like Shaggy? Hell yes, it does. That was on purpose. Aside from a bunch of Gorgons overrunning everything, I mean. No, I respect that. Diplomatic of you. I'm not exactly a pillar of shining light myself. Good enough enemies out there to make yourself one too. Fair. Gorgons do a fine job of that. We're getting close. I don't know what that did. It gave me insight. All here's the stunt chance is doubled. Cool. There's a bug more now. Having its overgrown body in mucusy plops, its grasping mouth drips and stinks. Ugh. Ugh. Alright. Alright, let's start by silk stepping. Oh my god, that is big. Okay. Interfuse. Mossy stone. Interfuse. Tiny rocks. Discus. From nothing. Wait. You. That way. Guardian. They're coming. Uh-oh. They're all coming. Uh-oh. Jesus. Right, okay, this may be the end of me. Alright. Discus, it's time. Kill that thing. That's a very low percent chance, huh? Hang on a second. What if we do it from here? We can actually attack that. I'm a little scared of that big thing. It'll be fine. Oh, that's chained. Okay. I may want you to just sit there next to this guy. Okay. And defend him with your life. You kill that thing. Oh my god. Okay, they have like a... It pulled me here. Oh. Oh fuck. Oh, this is bad. Oh shoot. we have a situation on our hand right now. You have to kill that thing. He blocked the... Oh. You need to... Silk step out of the way. You need to go here. You are destined for a great thing. You're destined to murder. Yes, that's all my people. You destroyed that guy's armor and then fuck him up. Ow. He's dead. No, he's fine. Okay. Jesus Christ. Okay. Ooh, haha. Okay. We need to do like something here. I need to interfuse. With that. And use it to kill this guy. 70. Oh, the chance is pretty bad. What happens if I attack it? No. That's crazy, right? That's crazy talk. I'm going crazy. You know what? The best thing to do is probably go with this guy over here. Kill this thing. And now I'm in, like, cover. Okay. So that's what we need. Then, she goes all the way down here. And shoot. Yeah, okay. And then you discus him to death. That's right. Okay, that thing has to go down here. That's fine. I'm gonna hide. And discus. And get wrecked. Hey, level up for Nixa. Oh, she's now a Bloodhorn Hunter. Okay, what does she have? Viciousness. Nixa melee attack, which we never do, does 1 damage. Nixa apply to hobbled to enemies. What the heck is hobbled? Speed temporarily reduced. Thorn Fang. Once per turn, Nixa is refunded an action point after a melee kill. Or armor shredding with ranged attacks. That may be actually really good. But the hobbling hobbled is good too. I mean, it, yeah. Considering how fast these enemies are, maybe a good thing. Let's try it out. We have another link mail, which is exactly like the one we have already, so salvage it. And we have a Talisman of Chivalry, which gives me a little bit of extra armor. Let's give that to Udir. There you go. Well, it says dinner's almost ready. You decide to go with the pear thing. Oh. Venison seems a little unappetizing tonight. Yeah, fair enough. Haven't noticed how they keep glowing after they're dead? Doesn't surprise me. It's like fireflies. What? You never crushed fireflies as a kid? I did not. Oh, tons of fun. Smear them on like magic war paint. Good times. Ugh. Ugh. Anyway, they fade out eventually. Sklurp. Is that a giant fish? That just ate that thing. Okay. Ah, yes! The Geist is now... The plus friendship makes sense now? Yeah. Yeah. I don't like that. Can I kill it? Can I remove it? Okay, scout the springs of bow. Where the heck are they, though? What's happening here? Why is he all fleshy? Is it because he's very hurt? That may be the case. I still don't know where the heck is that place they wanted me to scout. Oh, the Springs of Bow, they're right there. Okay, never mind. So hang on a second. Anyway, that's 45 days until the next incursion, so... we may want to secure this properly. It gives them time to heal a little bit. Not much, honestly. Okay, so we get 3 wood and an igneous scarf, which is extra damage. So who's not doing great damage at the moment? I mean, I think Nixa is the one that doesn't do as much damage as the others. Oddly enough. But the spear seems to do a lot of damage. And he has his, you know, the freaky thing, so... yeah, let's give it to her. I mean, she already has pretty much everything else, so might as well. It's 10 days before the incursion, so I want to prepare defenses. Can we do that? Like a tier 1? 10 days remaining? Yeah. That's just in time. Gorgons in great number. Move to attack your lands, driving peaceful folk before them. Leveling homes and hallowed places. Your enemy will travel from tile to tile, attacking and destroying sites until they are defeated by heroes in combat or repelled by defenses you build. The number will wear down. Once incursion size reaches 0, the enemy will dissipate. Okay. The enemy is either for this tile. Right. So, incursion size is 3. It's not that big. If you retreat... how long is it gonna take them to get here, do you think? Okay, Gorgon's size 3 will be here in 48 days, they say. So, in 48 days, I may be able to... reinforce that place. And then go back and recruit that person. They'll die on their way here. New recruit, romantic poet Mordriel. Okay. Cost 3 LP. You know what? Yes, but let's randomize a little bit, yeah? What do we have? Okay, I'm gonna close my eyes. I'm gonna count up to 5, and then we're gonna take whatever it comes, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, what do we get? Elinsil, a goofish romantic. Okay. Recruit. Trolling the streets again, looking to bring another fresh soul into the fray. Come on, we may find someone who'll save your life one day, or mine. Plus, I would like someone else to talk to while you and Nix are making up verses of To Old Bella's Hatchet. The stars are beginning to come out at the time they got back into Hornfurrow proper. Good thing we got in when we did. Looks like most people are still out and about. We can knock out this errand sooner rather than later. Wait, you're back already? You wiped them out that quickly, or... You didn't give up, did you? What? Of course not. Good. That would have been distressing news. Actually, we're back because we're looking to expand the company. What about you? You look valiant. With a pickaxe. And you could probably fight with that thing in a pinch, right? Well, probably. Defeating a Gorgon menace or two will certainly get the butcher's son's attention. And there's not a lot else keeping me here right now. I mean, it's the season when a young woman has to figure out what to make of her life. How old is she? And this season has brought a lot of changes. I'll argue with you there. Well, it would be good to have the help. We've learned a bit out of the wild so far. We can have someone get you up to speed. Train her as a warrior, as a hunter, or as a mystic. Ooh, the choices. The choices here. Is Mystic new? I think Mystic is the mage class. I don't think that's gonna work though. We seem to have things in hand with all the items with one Mystic. I don't think there are enough objects to, you know, have two Mystics. Another hunter would be great. Or another warrior and build it like more tank-like. And, you know, have the other one with a spear on the back, attacking from the back, and the other one tanking from the front. But double hunter, though. To be fair though, so far the utility of the hunter hasn't been that great. I feel like the warrior worked a lot better, and looking at the options of, you know, the skills we had, it may be better to have a warrior instead. Right. Where is she? Oh, we need to train her in 32 days. All right. I didn't think that would be the case, but man, whatever, right? Done. Recruit prepared. She is ready. Okay. New ability. Backslam. A swift action every other turn. She knocks an enemy up to 3 tiles away, dealing 1 damage. And 1 per armor as well. Broad swipes. Melee attacks deal 1 damage to all four within range. Or Paladin. If she ends the turn by moving, she will automatically enter Guardian. I think the backslam may be a good choice, you know. Make them spend a turn getting back. Yeah. Yeah. Alright. Let's go let's go meet these people. They're freaking breaking everything. Alright. Incursion size is 1 now. We can probably destroy them. Intercept. Let's go. We don't wind of the Gorgons. They don't seem to know we're here. How shall we destroy them? I blow this horn, we charge. Okay, create a distraction to split their forces and draw them out. There's only one of them. Start fires and exploit the confusion. We wait for nightfall and then attack swiftly. I would like to charge. That could have gone better. Regroup. Oh, that failed. -7 melee accuracy and ranged accuracy. Fuck. Uh-oh. There's a... Oh, shit. Oh, shit, fuck. Alright. 5 damage in already. Oh my god! She's got the frying pan, by the way. Kill it. He dodged. Shit. You can't lose with a frying pan. I don't know about that. Seems like I can, and maybe I will. But hey. That thing's down at least. I don't know where to position myself to kill that thing, but I think I'm gonna go here. 91% and hobbling. I think I'd rather hobble that thing. And shred that one piece of armor. Is that what we took? No, we didn't. I need to kill that. That's actually gonna die if I do things properly. There you go. So at least that's dead. Now I'm dead. Ow! Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, God. Fuck me. Oh, that does so much damage. So much damage. Alright, alright. Can I kill that thing? Alright, first things first. I need to share the armor. Okay. And then attack it. And then... the discus doesn't kill him, so... God. Backslam. That's a pretty bad idea. No, just slam it. 5 damage. Alright, 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 kill it. Oh, yes. And now discus that thing. Fuck. To cover, thank God. Okay. Interfuse with rock. Discus that thing. I can't. Shit. Move there. Withdraw that. No, discus. Can I? No. Withdraw. this rock. Well, I screwed up, didn't I? Thank God for the frying pan. Hey! Udyr level up. Okay, what's new? Passive. Udyr has plus 30% health. Okay, not bad. Windwalk. Once per combat as a swift action, Udyr can call the Wind Spirit to guide him to a distant tile. Elementalist. Advanced interfusion with fire. Does not burn out. Wood. Splinter Salvo. And liquid. Infernal Rain. Or Mythweaver upgrade. Lore Dump. 2 damage plus 3 range. Greater Constrict plus 1 damage plus 1 hobble. And Lightning Learning. Book statues active. As a swift action, destroy a book or a statue to grant 3 potency over 3 turns. I think Elementalist could be good, but we never really use it. Though we do use the wood sometimes, so I'll become an Elementalist. Throwing knives. An offhand weapon. 5 range, a little bit of damage. Individual throw a small knife at a nearby foe dealing extra damage if flanking. They're used 3 times per mission as a swift action. Yo. I would say Elinsil, take that. Right? Frying pan and throwing knives. What a freaking combo. I mean, Udyr is busy, you know, doing his thing. She has the lantern already, so whatever. And also, why would she ever do that? He has a 2-handed weapon, so yeah. Look at that. Oh my god. She's ready to slice and cook, hell yes. She's 24, by the way. That was a serious fight. Can I handle that? Over and over? I return to the wooded hill above one Wilderbane thicket. When she stood suddenly from the shadow of my heart. Hey, Elinsil? Oh, yes, Nixa? Rivalry. Sure hope that wasn't your best. I'll be pulling twice your weight. If I like that makes you feel alive, doesn't it? Have you seen me at work? How'd I do? Romance. Do we romance? I mean, I think we do, but not with her. Like, she didn't care about the relationships. Udyr was the one that was looking for connections, right? I think. So, do we start a rivalry? What does that even do for us? Is that a bad thing, or is that just like a, you know, a roleplay thing? I don't know. That's not a rivalry. Slights and competitions, purposeful or perceived, will come to define the relationship. Elinsil and Nixa are now rivals. Okay, sure. Repair the damage. Oh my god. Oh my god. Raccoon number 2? Yeah, no. Extra damage on that. I can take that. The Watchman? No, thank you. Continue. Okay. We're scouting with everybody. The Springs of Bow. Investigate the Springs of Bow. That's my my mission. My main mission, in fact. Do it. Sorry, what is that thing? Lurking Gorgons. Ah, I can assault them. Lurking quietly and gathering strength. I should probably kill them. Or maybe we clear the thing. When this fight is over, the chapter will end. Make sure you're ready. Maybe we attack these first then. Fuck it. Kill him. Oh, it's the same thing. Okay. None of us knew what had changed the beasts who roamed our wilds. We knew something lived inside of them. Blue burning hate that frenzied them, then left them still. Stone sentence. Worse and more deadly than any other venom. Today we would finally find out what it came from, and why it wouldn't stop. Well, Springer bow looks mostly intact. But we should still stay ready. Nixa, anything? I don't know. Who knows what to expect anymore? Personally, I'm done expecting things to go smoothly. Yeah, you depress me. Oh, the rivalry. That approach to the town of Spring of Bow is completely silent. Okay then. That's tentacles. That's not good. Right. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do a silk step, and then start interfusing with stuff like that coat rack. There's nothing inside. See? Withdraw. Interfuse. No, move. A little bit. Not much. Move up. Guardian. Move over. Guardian. You. Empty. Interfused with the tentacles. The fuck? Oh my god, okay. Where is she? Okay. Callan Rome, petrified beyond our help. Uh-oh. They're all statues. I guess that's why it's a Gorgon, right? That's what they do. They're all stuck, aren't they? This is what will happen? And how many more are there? The tracks. They go up to the barn door. Wait, shh, you hear that? Whatever did this could still be inside. Okay, what? So that's the barn. I suppose they're there. What if I do a round of waiting? Oh, fuck. What? I was not ready for that. Well, screw you, raccoon. Interfuse with rock. Discus. Big boy. And then the frying pan for the finish. Okay. Oh god, they're breaking out of there. You, quick, 6 step. You, aid my friend. Did that work? It gave me 3 HP. Okay. Right. You. In front. Hopefully no one will come, from the back again. Okay, we draw that rock. Interfuse. Can I not interfere with anything else? Really? Fine, whatever. Keep that rock. Guardian. Wait. They're coming out. There it is. It's just that thing. It's not a big deal. For now. Can I freaking get something here? Something useful? No? Nothing. Whatever, man. Gorgon's coming. So, throwing knife. 5 range. Right here is in range. Do it. 1 damage. Another one. 1 damage. Okay. Can you kill it? Great. That was enough, you know? That 1 damage was just enough. Interfuse with a lantern. Illuminate. And now I should have a fire move. Okay. Guardian. Oh, there it is. Okay. Kill it. Hobbled as well. Nice. And the fire. Okay, how much? How many HP? 2? I'm gonna keep that fire move. Just kill it. Check out the barn, they say. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. I'm gonna silk step and go in completely, you know. Okay, let's get the tentacles back and interfuse with the stone fox. The barn's fine. Wait, is this not the barn? Is that the barn? Oh, I think that's the barn. That's actually fine. There's nothing there. Okay, never mind. Let's prepare. Okay. Withdraw that thing. Get over here. We can now interfuse with the big tentacle thing or grass, a tree. I can use Splinter Salvo, which does a stupid amount of damage because of my Elementalist interfusion. Okay, take that. And you there. Check out that noise. Okay, now we use her, obviously, to want to check out the inside of the barn. Keep everybody else back here at the ready. Okay. Am I going Oh, that's the barn. Oh, there was more here. Oh, shoot. Okay. Well, I have to draw then my lantern there. She can go over here. That barn, that makes sense. The heck do I even intertwine here? Achievement unlocked passing shadow. Okay. Alright, so can we even interfuse with anything here? The wheelbarrow, I guess. That could work. Like that, okay. Right, so I'm just gonna open the door, yeah? Oh, there's a gorgon inside. Shimmering fluidly, silent slithering approach fascinates the mind as it haunts the heart. Ah. Hi. Fuck me. So, how do we do that? How do we do that? Oh god, here it comes. Woo! Fuck! Okay. Okay. Interfuse with a stepladder and use Splinter Salvo. That, oh my god, that hits almost everything, huh? Jesus Christ, the amount of damage that thing did. Get wrecked. Oh my god, that did so much damage. Torch. To set things on fire, sure. Let's give it to him. Who cares? Is it dead? Do we know how we killed it? Well, same way we killed everything. Nothing is beyond us. I think we've proven that. The hulking carcass steams from its many wounds. Hideous convulsions course along its appendages to the extremities of its body, and then it wiggles. And it grabs Nixa. No! The thing's tremendous tail flicks across the barn. It plucks up Nixa like she's a straw doll, her weapon falling uselessly from her hands as it pulls her in. Nixa, don't panic. A voice leaks from Nixa's mouth. It's a wrong voice, weird and discordant, like someone's fretting and plucking a fiddle who's never picked one up. Still yourselves, bone stacks. This one speaks my words. I can make it die. You are not alike to us. Weak lungs and small minds. Stacks of splintering bones. Thin blood that will so readily betray you. Why flail for your lives? So noisy. You can survive this, just put it down. You think I flail for life as you do? I am Gorgon. The master Ulstryx has promised us silence. The voice dissolves into a sound like rain or distant waves. Wriggling grips tighten. A tentacle invades Nix's ear. Oh no. Stop! Lop leaps forward, lifting a nearby pitchfork. He always had one. And hurling it with thunderous force. The tines of the fork sink into the beast's neck. Nixa falls free of its tendrils. As Uldir and Elinsil rush over to make certain of the Gorgon's demise, Onlop supports Nixa, helping her to stand. Are you in pain? A strange stony affliction spreads from Nixa's ear. Uh-oh. Nixa? This isn't over. I saw its mind. The stone was in its claws. Nixa takes a stone from Uldir's palm, turning it in front of her eyes, catching slender sunbeams that slice the barn wall. The strange polyhedral stone is slick with Gorgon's blood. Epichrist. Each face is graven with an intricate image. The word in the Gorgon's head was Epichrist. There's down. Spring a bow. These petrified people, even this monster, none of it matters. The Epichrist glistens, sticky and blue. The Gorgons have a master. Ulstryx it's called. It's looking for something. Some myth or secret. I think the riddle is in the stone. I think we have to find out what Ulstryx wants. And make sure he doesn't get it. Nixa has got 35 loner and minus 25 charisma. I'm guessing because of that thing. Onlop got plus 10 retirement age. I don't know what that means, but I can feel that in my bones. He got older. He got visibly older. Hey, chapter 1 complete. Look at that. There's 5 chapters per mission? That's insane. Okay, we got more resources because we freed the various places. Stats. Victory plus 3 years. Save style 7 plus 4. Towns 1. I think it just means he can fight for longer before retiring. I hope so, yeah. Isn't plus 10 retirement age a good thing since it means he got longer? I mean, that depends if he also gets older and shittier with age. If I'm gonna have a freaking 80 years old warrior in the front lines that cannot even hold a pitchfork, what use do I have for him? However, I have earned 9 years of peace. Cannon fodder. But he's a hero. Your victory has undermined the enemy plans. They've been weakened. Okay. Not as much as I would like, but sure. Heroic cannon fodder. Yeah, I guess. During the years of peace, the Gorgon's mark grew encrusted over the cover of one side of Nix's face. Oh. It would be a grim reminder of the encounter that day in the Springer Bow Barn. Nixa settled in at Jowlin's brewery and found herself enamored with the process. Of beer making? What if she leaks into the beer, though? A signature brew, Onlop Saga, became a regional favorite. Oh, she dedicated the brew to Onlop. I guess he saved her life, so that makes sense. She can be glad the tentacles picked her here. Oh my god. I need a bonk emote. Can we have a Cthulhu bonking emote? And then a jail emote as well. Onlop added a new addition onto his house. It served as a haven of hospitality to travelers passing through. Nice. Elinsil finally translated Rometz the Haggad's secret notes on the aerodynamics of axe head shapes. What the fuck? Okay. Sure. Oh, what is this? I can replace a weapon. Alright. We can have a real mace. How do I know what the difference is between these things? Oh, okay, so, okay, let's see. So the sword has block, 10 block, right? The great sword looks like it's the same, has more damage, but it's two-handed, so we can't use whatever's in the other hand. The dueling sword does less damage than a sword, but has 10 stunt chance, so it has more, you know, random critical damage or extra damage, I suppose. The axe has a little bit of stun damage, but we know the axe shreds armor. There we go, 1 shred. The great axe is also a shredding thing, but has more damage. It's two-handed, however. The mace, what does that do even? The mace seemed to legit be the worst weapon. Oh. A strike with the mace knocks the foe to another tile and deals additional damage equal to the distance knocked back. Right. Does that increase? Does that increase with the... No, it doesn't. Oh, it does with the final mace. Adds a little bit of knockback. Right. The two-handed hammer is exactly the same, but more knockback and more damage. The spear strikes from a distance. Okay. The bow, the crossbow. Okay, well, we'll check that later. That does double damage. If flanking, that's never going to be used. Never. I think we go for a sword. I want to make her into a tank of some sorts. However, if we upgrade the mace, we save on ingots, because she already has a mace. I mean, I don't know. Is the knockback thing going to be useful at some point? I'm not sure. I guess let's keep her on the mace way. She's already there, so... Item name. We can name the item. Walking's Crusher. Blackwell's Basher. Dusk Shiver. The Life Mauler. Holy crap. The Crimson Stone, the True Clash. World Thresher. Ice Crash. Quake Mace of Strongada. What the heck? The Spine Ruin. Silver Flail. The Queen Breaker. The Mountain Wallop. Black Crash, Through Hope Ruin, Great Star, Dark Moon, Gloom Fade, the Bandit Thrasher, the Mail Toll, what? Greenbone Smasher, the Great Wallop. I mean, okay, fine. It's twice now. It's gonna be the Great Wallop. Okay, cool. We can even... make the armor better. So this is like a lighter armor. With more dodge chance. Or a heavier armor with more, you know, actual armor. That eventually becomes like a plate, a full-on plate. I think we'll probably find armor somewhere, so... I can even choose an offhand. Dude. I mean, apply poison to your weapon. Huh. Interesting. What do you guys think? Should we get a shield? instead of the throwing knife. I mean, the throwing knife isn't that bad. Throwing axes, though. What less damage? I mean, it's not that much, isn't it? But you know, enemies do like 3-4 damage, like 1 less, it's like what? A good 33% less most of the times. That's not bad, you know, in the grand scheme. Let's quickly check the other one out. So what's the difference between a bow and a crossbow? Range accuracy 5, stun damage. It's more accurate, but it has less range, I see. Nah, I prefer the bow. Let's upgrade the bow. We could go straight to the super bow, using most of our hardwood. Let's see what else we have here. We could get that, but that's already... that's expensive. That's very expensive. He needs a new weapon, for sure. What's the highest damage we can get on a tier 1? Is it 6? For the two-handed weapons? Yes. And all of the two-handed weapons are the same. Yeah, sure. Let's go for spears. Or, since he's the armor shredder, should we go for a great axe? That means we have to get closer, which I don't know if it's gonna be like a thing or not. That's useful, but... Or we go one-handed spear. It's about the same. Does a little less damage, but does have the empty hand utility. Let's continue with the spear, I guess. What's gonna be called? The King's Lance. I like that. Okay, wands. What do they do? +1 warding, +2 spell damage. What's warding again? Damage from attacks. Extra damage level in interfusion abilities. It's spell damage. Okay, so... that gives me block. I think the staff may be better. I mean, all I care about is the spell damage, and it looks like they have the same exact one. But this one gives me more magical defense, the other one gives me actual block. So far, it seems like everybody's just going for him with physical attacks, so I'll switch to staff. We're gonna call it the... God, these names. Flame Rattle, the Dirge of the Hill, the Heron Rowan Bow, the Sun... what the Hawk Queen blasted the Aldercane of Thaumaturgy. What is Rattle? Bandit's Witherer. What is Branch? Fire Sealer Crotch. Oh my god. King Doom. What the fuck? Cloud Witherer. Toe Croiler. What the shit? Wingstaff. Aspen Ward of Udir. The Slender Sky Wilder. Moonseed Award. Okay, that's decent. Okay, armor. That's fine. I think we leave the armors as they are. Cannot get the better bow. Whatever. Lager of Nixa, Ice Seeker of Near Furrow, Night Striker, Aspen Bow, Sunspine Bow, Dark Curve, the Ember Curve, Silent Bow, Vile Blight, Hollow Curve, Yew Song, Thornquill, Soul Seeker. Holy shit, okay. Fair enough. You got me there. Should we give her the poison thing, by the way? What's the lantern thingy? +2 warding, magic reduction, magic damage reduction. The thing is, that's passive. This is an active action, so she's gonna spend a turn for 1 extra damage. Nah, it's fine. They can have a second weapon, by the way, that we could technically switch in combat. Is this something that we may want? Maybe not for now. But maybe at some point. Okay, can we upgrade anything? We could upgrade this. I mean, sure, why not? That's the only thing I can upgrade now. Do it. Thornbark. Okay, that's a fixed name. It's nasty. It makes it swear, you know, as an appealing target. And an appealing target. Okay, that's nice. We're gonna attack her less, I suppose. Combines woven chainmail sections, armor studs, and metal spikes. Do it. Olaf fell into the work of deciphering the Epicryst. If this is true. It hasn't always gone smoothly, and progress has mostly dipped along. The meaning of the weird stone have remained inscrutable for years. But today, something in his research slides into place. I suppose to sway an ancient people. And he can now guess where their enemies might be. It explains why we had few years of relative peace. Do you see what I mean? Here, imagine you're trying to raise an army. What's the first thing you do? Raise an army? Right, an army. Out of just normal folks. I suppose I'd give them a reason, something to get their blood going. Wouldn't it be too hard? A symbol. You'd want a symbol to rally support, wouldn't you? Especially if your people are ancient and set in their ways. So you're saying our Ulstryx, our Master of Gorgons, needs this thing? What is this, some kind of divine spear? As a symbol to help convince the other Gorgons to follow it? Yeah, that's what I believe. And what does it need to do that? What does it need to the spear? Or what does it need to support others like it? What is Ulstryx? A spear? I like it. What do herd animals move together? Power, I suppose. I don't know about the rest. I was able to find other records of Epicrysts. Rubbings. That was my first clue. An epicryst is like an ancient storytelling device, a way for telling a time-honored myth, but maybe in a different order or fashion. That's what I think. But anyway, sorry, I'm getting swept up. I checked the story elements here against some of our older legends. You know that tall tale? Kind of a poem or song in some places, the Queen of the Seas? No, but get to the point. Our stone tells almost the same story. Almost. And according to our version, the spear was later rest in a named cavern. It's on one of our maps. So that gives us an advantage, right? We know where it is. they've got a pretty big head start, so... I don't know if it has anything to do with this, but Gorgon sightings are picking up again. That seems like a good time for us to get started. We've all changed, remember? All the havoc those things caused, and we couldn't stop them. But we're ready this time, aren't we? Vengeance rose in my blood. I plan on feeding it. The shadows deepen. All monster group will draw an extra monster card in every battle. Oh shit. Alright guys, I think I'm gonna end it here, but man, this game is great. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of what was that game called? For the King. Except I've never managed to actually play a proper round of For the King, and this seems way more doable. Or at least, I don't know, the concept is like... I like it a little bit more. I don't know, I never felt like compelled by the story of For the King. But this one actually immerses you in the story, so... yeah. And you know me, you just need a good story to to get me, you know? But yeah, I will end it here for today. We'll continue though, for sure. Why is he still... oh my god, he's 34. 33, 32, 34. Oh my god, guys, I feel you. Save, yes. Jeez, that's a truck. But yeah, I'll definitely come back to Wildermyth. We're gonna finish the campaign, at least the first one. My legacy. What's this? I don't know. So we can load the story, but as you can see, there's like multiple stories that we can play. Relatively short campaign with just 3 chapters. Promote one legacy hero if you win. Visual events. See, this is like a randomized procedural thing. So it does randomize the campaigns. But yeah, we'll play the 2 big ones, I suppose. And maybe the rest if there are more? I don't know. Yeah, we'll come back. I'm gonna take, you know, tomorrow off, since I still don't have the AC, and I think tomorrow is gonna be like a fairly hot day. We'll see about Friday. I don't know if I'm gonna have the new one. If it's gonna be installed, if it's gonna work or whatever, but if it works, if, you know, I have a cool, nice temperature in my room, then I'm gonna be able to stream. I'm gonna play something. I don't know what, but yeah. We'll come back to Wildermyth for sure. But for the night, that is all, so thank you very much for watching, and yeah, see you guys, have a good day, have a good night.